We'll now take leaders' questions under Standing Order 36. But members, just as before we came in, we heard the sad news that the legendary, iconic figure Mícheál O'Muircheartaigh has died, and I think the leaders will want to avail of an opportunity to pay tribute. So we'll add a minute to each leader's slot for that purpose. I know everybody in the House wants to extend to his family our deepest sympathy. He's somebody who touched the lives of people the length and breadth of this country. He wasn't just the voice of the Gaelic Athletic Association, he epitomised the very spirit of that organisation. His love for the Irish language was unparalleled, and in later life we all knew him to be a fantastic campaigner for active retired people, and there's no doubt about it, he was active right up to the end.
Thank you, Ceann Comhairle. And can I firstly, as you have said, extend our deepest sympathy to the family, friends, loved ones of Mícheál O'Muircheartaigh, a man who, it is fair to say, can only be described as a legend of Irish life, the voice of the GAA, and what a tonal voice he had. I think his voice will forever be associated with long, hot afternoons of a summer and the hopes and expectations of so many. A very proud Kerryman, an ambassador of the kingdom, but of everything also that is great about being Irish. So we're so sorry to hear of his passing. He lived, as they say, to a good age, and he certainly was the most active of the active retired. But I suppose it's always the finality of a person's passing, of death, that stops us all in our tracks. And I know people across Ireland and indeed across the world will now lament the passing of a very great Irishman, but also record the great gift that he was to all of us. So we extend our sympathies ar yeisté go raibh anam dílis.
At your invitation, I want to begin by acknowledging the passing of Mícheál O'Muircheartaigh, and it's with the heaviest of hearts that today I, like people across this country, learnt of his death. The word legend does get used too often in Ireland, but for Mícheál it's a word almost not good enough. His voice, his colour, his excitement, his love of sport, his turn of phrase were often as exhilarating as the action that he was describing on the pitch as the audience held its breath for what Mícheál would now say next. He also had a humour that you simply could not learn. Teddy McCarthy to Mick McCarthy, no relation. Mick McCarthy back to Teddy McCarthy, still no relation. For a generation of the Irish diaspora, Mícheál was also a treasured link. He was the voice of home as they listened to GAA right across the world. In person, he was always a gentleman to his fingertips, and he filled a room with a quiet and dignified aura. And I join with members across this House and people across this country in saying may he rest in peace.